We are racing in New England.
Chase Elliott drove it in deep, slid up all the way to the third lane, but was able to turn back down the hill. That's going to make him easily clear in the lead, side by side behind with with Blaney and Bell. See right here, and this is what makes this track so difficult. 11 and 6, door to door. And look at Brad. He was like 3 feet lower. He was making it a little harder on Denny. Denny slid up, but once again, not clear. On the top of the screen, you see Joey Logano patiently working by Ross Chastain. Blaney trying to come through. So we thought Blaney was struggling early, but maybe his car just didn't really respond on low air or cold tires. It seems to have some pretty good pace now.
We talked about Logano and where he is in points at the start of this show. This is a very important race for Joey Logano. This is where they've had a lot of speed, this type of racetrack.
It went from 3.5 seconds to 1 second to now side by side. Here comes that 20 of Christopher Bell. He's looking to take the lead away from Chase Elliott.
Won yesterday's Xfinity Series race, his 4th win in 4 starts here at the racetrack. And now Bell is showing that not only are those Joe Gibbs Toyotas good, but his comfort level is high here. Elliott ran out to a lead. It looks like he's getting a little tight, especially in the middle of the racetrack, using up a lot of track. That 20, Jeff, very efficient around the bottom.
Christopher Bell is a smooth race car driver, and he loves this racetrack.
Parker, we may see a variety of pit stop speeds. What else are you hearing on the 14 as he now is going a lap down to the 20 of Bell?
Well, what he's doing right there, his team came on the radio and just said basically race the 20 at all costs to stay on the lead lap, because the one thing that hurts the strategy calls and the abilities of these race teams, as you know, Steve, is if you go down a lap, that severely limits your options. That 14 team told me they want to be aggressive today in terms of trying to steal track position. They're not going to have that opportunity if that 20 car gets by him, so he's been told to race him at all costs. You see him right now not giving Christopher Bell any room as they come up the corner, Marty.
That higher line is working for Briscoe, but here comes Bell. Trying to put him a lap down as that battle for second continues on the bottom of the screen. Through 3 and 4, the final time. And Briscoe looks as though he's going to be able to hang on to a lead lap finish in stage 1. Christopher Bell, that's his 7th stage win of 2024. That's second most behind Larson, who has 8. Watch this battle for 9th.
Points are available. 45 of Reddick runs the 3rd lane basically to roll around both of them. And Reddick will get 9th, Bowman 10th, and Ty Gibbs will get shut out of points.
And go. Truex is closer to you. Half back to Truex, half back to Truex, half back to Truex, half back, slide 2, half back in line, headlight up, in line, just going to be the 20. You're all clear at the bottom. All clear right here. All clear. All clear. 2 back, Truex's box. 2 back. Top is closer. 2 back to the top. 1 to both. 1 to the half of the top now. All clear up. All clear up. All clear up. All clear up.
What a run we're seeing out of this 4 team. Josh Berry trying to take second.
Well, lots been made about Stewart Haas Racing shutting down, and we talked about, you mentioned, Rick, about Christopher Bell maybe letting it slip to Chase Briscoe. Either is the leading candidate or is going to the 19. I guess we'll find out in the future, but think about a driver like Josh Berry. You know, he's kind of out here auditioning, right? What can he do to prove that he should fill some of these seats that might become vacant at the end of the year?
That'll be the battle for the lead when Gilliland is able to come to pit road.
Bell knows it. Truex up here higher. He's going to have a big run right here. He's got him.
Inside. Just you and him here. Even. Quarter. Bumper. Clear.
Daniel Hemrick is around, and that brings the caution out. It's the second one of the day. First one came out for the end of stage 1, and now the second caution out.
And a big break for cars that were on that alternate strategy. Todd Gilliland continues to lead this race. He needed fuel and tires, so this is a huge break for him. Other guys, Noah Gragson had yet to come to pit road. Chase Briscoe had yet to come to pit road. They're 10th and 11th. They were going to lose a ton of positions. Stenhouse Jr. back in 13th. McDowell back in 14th after that penalty earlier. So a big break for a couple drivers. This could change the outcome of their race.
Count down to the mark. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, go. All right, you're going to get pushed here. In line, in line, in line, in line, in line, in line, in line. Still there. Still outside. Still there. Door. Still out there. Still there. Tight door. Still out there. Door. Quarter. Quarter. Still out there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Half to the little joy. Half back behind them by 3/4. Nothing in your lane.
3 wide here for position.
You can see the struggle on new tires. You know, you would think on new tires you could just fly up there and take the lead, but that's not always the case here. Truex way up the racetrack trying to take it away from LaJoie.
A little contact made there. And Bell's going to put the bumper to the 19 as well.
That could change some of these strategies. I would say change the aggression, but the drivers drive like it's always the last lap anyway.
Up into the wall in turn 2. And that's Noah Gragson and, oh boy, Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch has wrecked out of this race 3 times recently.
I feel like the 8 got up the racetrack some.
Totally.
Just, you know, on the flat. It's really flat down there. Don't know if he got loose on corner entry and kind of chased it up the racetrack.
So, you know,
Let's listen to Coleman Presley as he brings him back to the green.
Go. All right, he's got push here, quarterback in line, quarterback in line, still there, quarter in line, top's covered by Truex, still there, trying to force middle, still out there, just standing, still there.
We're having a very fast stop here, so I think, like many of these crew chiefs, watching what that 45 Tyler Reddick does and sort of was headway here, because he could be in a very advantageous position, especially if you think weather's on the other side in stage 3.
well, and Parker, I think the 45's decision really is how many other guys stay with you.
It's Hamlin who's out front with Martin Truex Jr. trailing. It is going to be a Joe Gibbs Racing sweep of the 2 stages. Bell got stage 1, and now Hamlin. This is his 4th stage win of 2024. Martin Truex Jr. finishing in 2nd. Logano, Bell, Blaney. Looks like they will round out the top 5 with Gilliland, Larson, Berry, Elliott, and Chastain. Green flag is out. Final stage here in New Hampshire. 3 wide for 2nd.
Oh, contact between the 22 and the 9. The 9 gets spun around. They were already up the racetrack. We're going to have to see how that started, but big damage on the 9.
Right side damage here,
Heavy
guys.
damage on the 22 as well. Right front not rolling. That could be day ending for the 22. Remember where he was in the points.
Reddick, McDowell, side by side. And look who jumped into the picture in the 5. Kyle Larson up here as well.
It's a nice job by Reddick not to overdrive the top. You see back in line, popping out of the picture is Christopher Bell, 3 wide on the bottom, trying to make this time on this new tires. I'm sure he feels the urgency as well with potential rain in the area. There's a battle here now for the lead. Oh, the 7 of Corey LaJoie gets spun down the backstretch. No contact, caution's out. Ooh,
4
now
wide.
4, yeah.
4 wide. And we're being told the 45 of Reddick is scored the leader. Oh, that's what happened there. Ryan Preece was on the outside when LaJoie was trying to get up there.
It even kind of looks like Preece might get into the wall a little bit and comes back and catches the left rear of the 7. From that angle, the opposite. From that angle, it looks like the 7 might just keep coming up. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's probably, yeah, Corey just had no idea he was there. And it was a late move.
And now we've got McDowell on the inside of that front row. Green flags back in the air. A fight for position, and knowing that weather is imminent. Every position so important.
What a mess back there from about the 4th row back.
See Larson on that flat, he just cannot carry the speed to corner exit. The 45 in that upper lane, he's able to go to the gas a little bit sooner. Now Larson trying to show him something different, and here comes the 11 of Hamlin.
Hamlin throwing it in the inside here, trying to get by the 5. We've seen him use up Larson coming out of a turn. There's contact made.
Oh, these guys are shipping it in the corner with tons of speed. The 11, Hamlin just runs Larson out of the lane.
Blaney comes through into 3rd.
Oh, hard contact for the 19 of Martin Truex Jr.
Lost that track position on a pit stop where they had issue with the right rear wheel. Such a good car all day long. Once you go to the back, you're into all this chaos.
Yeah, just contact with he and Brad Keselowski. I feel like Truex was trying to get his car turned to go to the throttle. Kes is already there.
Hamlin on the inside, Reddick on the outside.
Todd Gilliland, that green and white car rolling around 3 wide up top. Great move.
And Haley in that 51 car on the bottom of 3 wide.
It's raining. So it's raining and starting to call reported.
Oh, and around goes Kyle Busch again in the 8. Caution comes out. Track he might never want to come back to. Take another look what happens.
It's hard to tell. They're 2 and 3 wide off there. Definitely some contact with the 47. But I don't know. You know, that's at the end of it. I'm not sure how we got there.
2 hours and 14 minutes was the red flag portion of this race. As they were getting the track ready, they now have wet weather tires on these cars.
So that question went out. He's still waiting on the answer from NASCAR. Meanwhile, Kyle Busch, who's sitting back in 30th, is having an issue on the track, and he has climbed out of the car, Rick.
Yeah, he parked the car, and that is on the exit of turn 4. Parked the car and got out of it.
I don't know if he had a mechanical issue, if he had some sort of, I don't know. It's hard to imagine. All right, Marty, what do you know?
Well, I just asked Randall Burnett, and he said, I have no idea. He said it just absolutely took off on him. He said, I don't know if something broke. As you guys mentioned, they've been having some issues today. They have made some repairs to the 8 car.
Is looking forward to this. A restart on wet weather tires in New Hampshire. They're back under green. Here we go, into 1.
Ryan Blaney running the bottom. Christopher Bell, 3rd lane on the wall and on the gas. I think he passed 4 or 5 cars in one set of corners. He's the 3rd car on the outside, the black and white car. Here goes Bell again to the top.
4 and 5 wide going through the turns here in New Hampshire.
I want to applaud the drivers. This is an amazing effort by drivers who are willing to try something that has never been done.
Those 2 fighting for 2nd.
How about Todd Gilliland, that bright green 38? He had enthusiasm when we heard from him. He saw this as an opportunity, and here he is chasing it up to the fence.
Carson Hocevar on the apron there, right in front of Brad Keselowski. And the caution comes out. We got a spinner.
Stay low.
Ross Chastain. And there he was around.
Yeah, just it's kind of late to tell. He was on the flat, which is where everybody looks like they're kind of running.
Yeah, it's hard to know what happened there. You know, we were wondering about the pace. I mean, we were running 35-second laps, which is, you know, about 4 seconds off.
He was on the apron and then came up off the apron, got into the gas, and that's when he went around. Maybe even on the paint. 60 laps to go in this race.
Go.
Instantly looks a little bit more aggressive than the first restart.
And a lot more cars on the apron.
Well, Christopher Bell easily goes by the 45 of Reddick to take the lead. Bell now the leader of the race.
Trying to complete the pass now. Blaney with the momentum on the high side, a little bit drier asphalt up there. But he might not want that as he goes by Reddick on the high side.
We know that this car performs its, Corey LaJoie around.
So that'll bring the caution out.
Corey on the bottom of the racetrack trying to make a pass and just did not have the grip he was expecting.
Bell on the outside, Larson on the inside, back up through the gears they go. A great restart for Blaney. That outside line works for him. He takes 2nd away.
He had a lot more commitment of corner entry speed on the restart. Of the dry line, we'll see if he does it on the backstretch. The leaders.
Oh,
big
big
boy.
wreck.
1 and 2, big wreck, yellow.
Gregson, Austin Dillon, both around. We saw the 43 of Eric Jones avoiding.
See Denny on the outside. The 10 just comes right around, takes the 23. Austin Dillon, been that kind of year for Austin. He is.
And getting ready to enter the restart zone. Too wide for second. Here comes Larson, trying to get by Blaney. Contact made.
Still together.
Both of them way up the racetrack, and they both keep their foot in it. Blaney clears Larson. 3 wide behind them. Look at Michael McDowell in the 34. And Larson looks like he's off the pace. What's going on, Marty?
He gives up a spot to Michael McDowell. He just radioed to Cliff Daniels. Right rear completely gone now. This is an effect of the track drying so quickly. Cliff Daniels said, if you can hang on, hang on. But if you need to come to us, we're ready.
Hocevar slides, and the caution comes out.
Yeah, just saw Hocevar all over the racetrack, even before this caution.
And the 34 gets into the 12. They slide, and they're going to spin in front of the field.
Park it down here. Park it down.
You mentioned aggressive.
He is in trouble from the time he entered the corner. That car never took a set, never had grip. Little contact there, I think, with Haley, maybe.
He slides up the track. Briscoe still trying to find a little bit of track and grip. Bell pulling away.
That is a big gain for the 4 car. At least 2 car lengths just in 1 and 2. We'll see if he can do it again. Oh, Brad Keselowski has spun around, still under green. No caution yet.
And he still hasn't refired. He's trying. He can't get it refired. Will the caution come out? Still not rolling.
He's rolling now.
Caution, caution,
Oh.
caution.
As soon as he started rolling, they threw it. They just were afraid he was going to be sitting there when the leader came up to him. So that looks very similar to what we just saw. A couple cautions, the last few cautions have been with cars on the bottom of the racetrack.
And we could see from here.
It's overtime, presented by Credit One Bank. 2 laps to go in the USA Today 301 from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Bell, a great launch. He's got 2 car lengths, now 3 in front of Josh Berry.
Yeah, Berry just couldn't get the power down. Briscoe got to his left side. SHR teammates side by side for second. That's going to allow Bell to kind of use every bit of the racetrack he wants or needs.
Berry fighting on the outside. Bell's going to get the white flag. One more time around.
Next flag will end it. So even if a caution comes out, this will be the final chance at it. Christopher Bell won yesterday in the Xfinity Series race, Rick. He looked good in the dry. He's looked good in the wet. Christopher Bell, still the man to beat in New Hampshire.
Get out the broom. The fight for second continues between Stewart-Haas drivers. A little contact made there, but it's going to be Bell who sweeps the weekend. Christopher Bell, what a day he has done.
Good
Bell
job.
wins in
Good
New
job,
Hampshire.
How about that, boys? Loud sweep 2024. Only one man can do the double. That's you, buddy. Great job. Great stinking job, fellas. I'm proud of you guys. Good job, Bill. Got them both.
today he does something that we didn't think we'd ever see. After 219 laps, they put wet weather tires on these cars and sent them back out there on a wet racetrack. And Bell prevails in New Hampshire.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.